Gururmurti Puja Moolam Gururpadam Mantramulam Gururvakyam Mokshamulam Guru Kripa Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Mannatha Shri Jagannatha Madguru Shri Jagadguru Mamatma Sarvabhutatma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvina Vadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti Shanti. My salutations and prostrations to my masters, worshipful and revered Gurudev Sri Swami Shivanandaji Maharaj, Swami Chidananji Maharaj, all the saints and sages of the East and West. My adorations to you all also, in whose heart the love for the truth, purity, character, and liking for the excellence is there. I would like to share with you a very interesting anecdote. There happened to be a king. And luckily he had a versatile genius prime minister. Throughout the life, the minister works so very hard, doing all the best, all the good what he can do to the master. Slowly his health also started decaying, and he requested the king, now kindly permit me to be relaxed and relieve me from your duties. King said, but you have to do one more duty for me before you go. He was very reluctant, not happy. I'm not very bright. I'm not very strong. Why again what this next duty you want to give? In utmost surprise of him, he was given a very heavy duty. Find out a good place and make a good bungalow for me. The poor man, he has to hunt. Whatever he can do is done. And he has chosen a place and made a mansion. But he was not very serious because he was tired, exhausted, not having a mind to do that. So it was not so what's supposed to be, but it was inferior. And then he said, sir, you wanted me to do, I have done it. Please see and now kindly permit me to leave you. King came, he said, so beautiful, very good. Now you are leaving me, what I can do good to you? Keep this bungalow for you. Now you see, this was our subject is. So far throughout his life he was doing all good. But the last action, where he has no mind to do it, not interested to do it. So what is that secret? For excellence in action, the first and essential thing, you should have an interest. Maharishi Patanjali is putting this matter so beautifully. He said so, sa tu nairantarya dirgha kala paryanta satkara sevito drada bhumihi sa tu nairantarya. Excellence comes if you keep on doing any subject or a work repeatedly. Nairantarya. Dradabhumi, the strong conviction, the perception, the cognition, strong will, putting their whole effort. Is not physically, is not only mentally, but heart also should be there. Willingness should be there. Satkara sevito. Interest must be there. Satu. Nairantarya, dirghakala paryanta, satkara savito, drada bhumihi. I keep on sharing these words with my yoga students and yoga teachers. It should be every day, systematically, scientifically, regularly, without fail and with interest. This interest is a must. interest is a sine qua non. There is no interest. We should be highly thankful to Mr. K.K. Nair. His interest is always alive, a brightened one, vibrant one. In a month before, I was here to attend one lecture, and unfortunately the flight was so much delayed, almost 2.5 hours. Sitting almost 1.5 hours, I have told Nair sir, I will go away now, kindly pardon me. He says, no, Swamiji, please, at least why don't you come and be with us for some time? And he fixed up this lecture. His interest is what? A pakka businessman. What we can do is like an ocean, the waves keeps on coming. He keeps on calling people. It's the only AMA who is sharing this Indian wisdom. In the end of this month, Swami Anubhavanandaji Maharaj will be there. Next month, Swami Bodhanandaji will be there. What's this? It's an interest. Excellence can't come unless and until the interest is there. Now, interest can be created from where? From the childhood, it should be there. Awareness is very essential factor. We are sharing this subject for 5 days. We'll go slowly and gradually. What is this awareness? Nowadays, or earlier, now there was a difference between this education. Earlier education was that in between the four walls. Now it is not that. Now everything has become computerized. When you touch a keyboard, you are not touching only the computer in front of you, you are touching United States, New York, California, Japan, Syria, England, London, wherever it may be. Just merely touch. Now this touch, have you given a thought how these fingers are working? Imagine for a time being that a greater part of our cerebral system is being occupied by only hands. In the heel of the hand, we are having 8 bones. In the palm, we are having 5 bones. Finger, we are having 7 bones. Altogether 27 bones are there. In 2 hands, 54 bones. 54 bones they are there. But when you touch, what is happening? Moving just little finger like this, it makes thousands of the vibrations in the cerebrum and cerebellum. Imagine. When we make a little movement of the finger or thumb, the news goes to the cerebral, goes with an afferent. And the brain gives a message to look, make, this goes efferent. Pronunciation is the same. A and E is the different in the spelling. These fingers, do you know what strength it contains? I don't know. Are you still accustomed to go to Manik Chowk and purchase a vegetable? These fingers can lift 45 to 60 kg of a weight. Females, half of it. But these fingers can lift so much of weight. And from the birth to the death, these fingers making more than 3.5 crores movement, which brings so much of stress and strain to the cerebral system. We are not independent. We have to be very serious about an excellence from where to start. You see, now our excellence is depending upon our capacity or the functioning upon the computer. Those who are sitting on the computer from morning to evening, what we see so since many years, especially in last 10 years of my visit to the West, most of the people, those are the Indians who have gone over there and working 18 hours a day in a computer, their problem is a carpal tunnel syndrome. Because the thumb and the finger has to hold mouse. Just now when we came up, K.K. Nairji was talking to me about yesterday's meeting of Swami Ramdevji Maharaj and our CM and candidate of the Bhajap for the future PM, Sri Narendra Bhai Modi, was talking about that. He was talking all positive. I say, yes. In one of the talk, Narendra Bhai said so. I was in China. And the gentleman who was my interpreter, he never came close to me. He was keeping 6-7 feet distance always. In the car also he never sat with me. He was sitting in the front. Always he was like that. And then last day, with hesitatingly he has asked, is that India is really a country of still they are snake charmers and you are making monkeys to dance? Narendra Bhai said, so I am sorry to say, sir, now we are not making a monkey to dance. India has gone so much down. Now they are expert in dancing mouses only. That mouse has been capturing the whole world. So when you hold the mouse, I know a gentleman retired from the bank here, Mr. Singhala, he keeps on coming to our ashram. His fingers are like this. And when you ask him to do like that for the hold, he can make it like this. The moment you leave, it goes like that. What is that? Excellence is not independent activity. It is a body, the physical frame. It is a mind and the soul. So to be the body, mind and the soul, all the three should go together. It is not only with the fingers only. It is not only with the intellectual only. The interest is in development. Now you just ask your own self, when you are working anywhere, are you an independent identity? Ask your question. Many a times you say, yes, but it is not there. Your existence itself is not independent. You are depending upon a number of things. In Gujarati, we say so, Jeni cha bagdi, eno dado bagdyo. Jeni dal bagdi, eni rasoi bagdi. Jenu athanu bagdyu, enu varas bagdyo. And jenu bairu bagdyu, enu jivan bagdyo. Now you have to find it out. How you start your day? Is your cup of tea is a good tea? If your dal is in order, you ask this. Because we are not independent. We are depending upon so many other things also. Wife, children, parents, neighbors. I was just to start and I found my car has a puncture. I can't reach in time. It took 10 minutes to make it. Change the wheel. So who has done this? So we are not independent at all. Excellence doesn't go straight. Excellence goes to the cosmos. I don't get tired to repeating one very famous saying of so-called German philosopher Samuel Kant. You see, Samuel Kant was a professor of philosophy in German university in Frankfurt. He has given instructions to his orderly from night 10 to morning 4. No cause anything may happen, don't wake me up. Unless and until if you are dying or there is a fire in the house. And one day, at late night at 1 o'clock or so, orderly received a telegram from the head of the university that you have been promoted from the professor to the vice chancellor. So he was so much happy indeed. Oh, this is a very special news. I must report it to my master. Even he will also amuse by itself. So he said, sir. Slowly he said, is it 4 o'clock now? No. And why you wake me up? There's a telegram from university. He didn't say telegram. He's given a big slap on his face. Get out. Allow me to sleep up to 4 o'clock. The poor man, he doesn't know what to do. When morning he was up, he said, now bring a telegram. After seeing the telegram, he has given a reply to the university's heads. Thank you very much. Danke schön, or the Germany they say so. Thank you very much indeed for selecting me as a vice chancellor. But regret. With due apology, I don't accept this. The news of making me a vice chancellor has irritated me. I have given a blow to my servant. If I will become a vice chancellor, what will happen? so better excuse me. Imagine what he said so. The Samuel Kant said, you cannot pluck a flower in your own garden without disturbing the star in the heaven. Each one of our action has got a reaction. There is a cause, there is an effect. There is an effect, there is a cause. No cause goes without effect and no effect goes without a cause. So when we are doing acting somewhere, you have to see the action goes with a reaction or a not. And reaction will come because we are not made out of a stone. This in television programs, many a times we see a kind of an advertisement of some cement company that one thief want to escape and he is seeing a truck. So he will just board in the truck and he will go. And then he will just see the truck goes up and down but wall doesn't make any reaction of it. But another place, another such advertisement said so, when elephant is going, making a boom to the wall stands and elephant breaks itself. You see both sides, some reaction is there. Now the reactions come from where? As I have told you, we are not independent identity. We have got our own circle. It's commencing from there. It's commencing from our own systems only. Our systems are, in the system of the body, the functioning, it is, number one, is a respiratory system. Number two is a circulatory system. Number three is a alimentary system. Number four is a genito-urinary system. Number five is a locomotor system. Number six is a nervous system which is running along with the vertebral column. The first is the respiratory system. You cannot excel in your action unless and until you properly breathe. It's a very essential matter. If we ask you to go there and fetch something, if your respiratory system is down, do you think you can excel in the action? You can't. You are broken. You are not solid. You are not full. So what is to be needed? Anu bhadra katavo santu vishvata. It is a Vedic Vangmaya said, so let noble thoughts come from all sides. But at least you should have a fresh air to breathe also from all sides. We are having one of our yoga teachers sitting here along with me, respected lady, Sangita Madam Thavani, one of our very great well-wisher of our institution, ex-trustee who passed away. His daughter-in-law was very keen that someone should come from our ashram to go and teach yoga to her. You will surprise. Our yoga teacher said, so you got such a big bungalow and a beautiful lawns. Can we sit outside and do it? What? She said. What? What happened? I can't sit outside. When my father-in-law passed away in Sokode Besranu also, I was inside the room and inside the house. What's the matter? I have not expressed myself, or I have not kept myself, I have not basked myself in the open air, in the open sunlight since I have married now 29 years. How do you live? I live in air condition. You live in air condition. Okay, in case you have to go out, car comes in the house, we board in the car, and then we go. We don't go normally out anywhere where this facility is not there. We have become a slave. Very essential. To excel in the action, the first thing, keep yourself open to the sky. Cultivate an habit to see the sunrise, to the sunset. Get up early in the morning. Maybe before sunrise. If possible, how much time you can get up early? Try to get up. One of our Swami, very learned, scholarly person, he used to say, 3 बजे उठने वाला योगी, 4 बजे उठने वाले महात्मा, 5 बजे उठ गया तो भगत, बाकी सारे ठगत. You say, why? What is the special? He says, you are a loser. It is no one is loser, you are the loser. रात जारे रहे पाचली कटगड़ी साधु पुरुषे ना सुई रेऊ. योगिया हो एने योग करवा ने भोगिया हो एने भोग त्यजवा, वेदिया हो एने वेद पढ़वा. Why it was like that? Get up. To get yourself an excellence, the total energy comes from that side, Amritam. In Punjab, in Guru Vani they say, Amrit Belech. That particular time is was Amrit Bela. It is a morning time. I don't know how many of you had a charm to visit any of the Gurudwara, especially the Amritsar. You go, morning 3:30, 4 o'clock, they start Asadivar. What a wonderful thing. It's like a nectar flowing. Try to get up early in the morning, number one. As possible as just gaze to the open sky. Watch to the stars. You see that one star is so close to us, and every day it changes its place. Some other star comes or a moon comes to near it. As a Venus is there, so beautiful. Can you see it? This is a season for the flowers. A yellow flowers, known as a ticoma. You may be having in your garden. Number of flowers been given to me every now and then. In my ashram, I keep on planting. The ticoma's flowers are so beautiful in yellow flowers. Plenty of ticoma flowers. A bee comes. Not a small little bird comes. It's not hardly 1.5 inches. It goes inside the flower. Pip it and zoom up and down. We have got a small little pond for the lilies. Every morning I love to go and see there the kingfisher comes. Sitting like this, very slowly, majestically walks like a Queen Elizabeth. So gracefully and looking like this, sometime like that. And then all of a sudden you find vibrant. What Modi Saab wants vibrant, we have to learn from this bird. Takes one fish and goes away. What interesting. I don't know. Do you find some time to see these birds? To see these flowers? I don't know. Whether you had a time. It's a long time that you sat next to your mom. You just remember when you had a next time to sit next to the mom and look at her eyes, giving a hug to her and see her blouse was fit earlier, now is zooming here because of the loose child. Why to sit to the mom? You ask yourself, when you had a last time to sit next to your own spouse, look at her eyes. Have you got a time to bring your own child to put you in your lap and look at the eyes of that baby? Sparkling eyes, a beautiful eyes. One of our friends' wife expired, 42 years only, last week. His daughter was so much upset. I told, look here, do you love your mom or not? I used to love. Then don't cry. How you can make her happy? Earlier the soul was in the body only, now the soul is a cosmic. The more you do a charity, more you do a Harinam, then more the soul will be happy. So what's your advice? I say go to the market. Purchase some hot things, maybe bhajia, maybe gathia. And make a packet of it. 10, 15, 20, 50. Whatever your pocket permits and time permits. Go to the small huts and go and give. She was screaming, Swamiji, thank you very much. Since 2 days I am going. The young babies, they come. And the moment I have given, he says, Gotia. Was so screaming. I told, I will tell you my experience with that. Whenever we make a big feast in the ashram, it's a provision that we should cook extra food for the poor people also. Maybe 100, maybe 200, whatever the pocket permits, time permits, the volunteer permits. And once we cooked everything, sabji and dal and rice and chapatis and puris and mithai also, and making people about 200 or so, odd people, and then given food to them. Everything was finished. Then some young little baby comes, a boy of 7, 8 years, and another gentleman. He was maybe a 34, 50, also a big ball. Amne kai na malyo. Then the volunteers, those who went, he says, wait. Scratching some vegetable from the big, and so much of vegetable was given to that young little child. And there were tukdas, pieces of the puris were given to the gentleman. The gentleman says, Khali puri, kem khavano? How to eat this? The small boy says, Maru sak laile, khaile. Imagine that 7 years boy. How you can excel in the action. What maximum beautiful excellence you can see in this excellence. He said so, Maru sak laile, khaile. What a beautiful. His eyes were sparkling. When you can excel in your action, it's only possible when you don't confine to your own self. You keep yourself open. I belong to the whole world. I belong to the whole sky. Don't keep in boundaries and fancies for your own self. Excellence will come to you. But unfortunately, we have closed ourselves. Gujarati ma we can say, bandhai jaso to gandhai jaso. No. Stagnation is a death. Keep yourself open. Excellence can come when you bring all people together. Sangachatvam, samvadhatvam, samno manausi janatam. We're talking about the fingers. Remember, the fingers cannot work all alone. You need a thumb also. And thumb also cannot work alone. You need a fingers also. The fingers are here. Thumb can go there. But if thumb is stiff, then finger, unless and until they want to come down, they have to bow down, then it comes. We had a good friend of ours. His name was Pankaja. Pankaja from a mobile tower. Pankaj Agrawal. Mobile tower manufacture companies, Western Zone's executive director. He said, so Swamiji, I am thinking to now switch on to Hero Motors. I kept my fingers closed. I said, very good. I never revealed that Hero Motors, my good friends. I just kept myself close. And then he had in 2 months, a half a dozen time meeting with this man, that man, this man. And finally he was supposed to see Mr. Pavan Munjal, a big son of Swamiji Maharaj. Then when he was very much leaving his previous job and there said, Swamiji, बहुत अच्छे लोग हैं, बहुत अच्छे लोग हैं, सवेरे नमस्ते भी करते हैं. एंड उतनी बात नहीं है, जब चेयरमैन साहब को पता हो गया कोई नया अफसर आया है, तो चेयरमैन साहब खुद मेरे कमरे में आकर के मिलने आ गए. Brijmohanlalji Munjal, the chief of the Hero Motors, coming down to the new employee and greeting him. A thumb, the excellence in the work is possible when you be cordial, when you be a one with your own people. Again you see, a single person, independent identity is not possible. We are all together. When you were born, the word was there. Parents were there, doctors were there, hospital was there. And the first thing when you were to do a cutting, a connecting link between you and mom, a Caesar was there. Behind the Caesar, the whole big history also is there. How you can say that you can be independent identity? And when we die also, we cannot manage with our own self. We need 4 people to lift. See your fingers when you start, your action starts. So make your fingers and make your hands strong. What is your first act when you are born? Holding the breast of the mom for the sucking of the milk. The finger is the first act. We are not without an action. Nahi kachit kshanam api jatu tishtat akarma krita. We don't spare a single fraction of a moment without an action. nahi kaschit kshanamapi jatu tishtata karman. Each breath is filled with some action. Now the Swami is talking. What you do? We listening. Do you listen only? No, we see also. So you see also, you listen also, and then some mosquito comes. You do that also. And of course, mobile is a switch off, but it's on vibration. Vibration comes, you just like to see it also. And then corporates meeting is at 7 o'clock. So the corporates of the AMA will be thinking how I can go down. The 7 o'clock is there. So many things are there. Even the katha, those who people comes, પોતાની જગ્યાએ બેસવા માટે મોટી થેલી લઈ આવે. કેમ? કથા જ્યાં થાય છે ને ત્યાં શાક સસ્તું મળે છે એટલે પછી લેતા આવીએ. તો when you go to the katha, બેસવા માટેની થેલી અને મૂળા છે બજારમાં 20 રૂપિયા છે, ત્યાં તો 12માં જ આપે છે, સારા છે. So at a time you are not free from without any action. The total awareness of the awareness and the total consciousness of the consciousness. When you go beyond the awareness and consciousness, you are excel in the action. Then how to start? From where to start? As I have told you, start with the breathing. A proper breathing is a must. Proper breathing is a sign. We don't know how to breathe. We don't know how to breathe. Many a time we ask, and sometimes I feel now not to ask. Because some people, they give a wrong reply, and he or she feels, બધાની વચ્ચે અમારી ફિલ્મ ઉતારી નાખી. So better not to ask, but to reveal the truth. We don't know how to breathe. When we breathe, then our tummy should come out. When we breathe out, our tummy should go down. A doctor who is a founder president of Mind, Body and Medicine in Washington, D.C., he is teaching this particular breathing, making people sit in front of him 1-to-1, $1,000 he is taking. 1 hour, 3 sittings. What is to be done? Breathe in as slow as possible. What is the relation of the breathing with the excellence in the work? Excel in the action. Because you cannot excel in the work unless and until your mind is stable. Your mind should be there. I enjoy sharing my master Gurudev Sri Swami Shivanandaji's riddle. A book known as A Divine Life for Children. The last 3 pages, some riddles are there. There one very interesting riddle is there. What is the difference between school headmaster and railway station master? What is the difference between the school headmaster and railway station master? Then he is giving a reply. A school headmaster trains the mind, where a railway station master minds the train. But our subject, to excel in the action, you have to mind your mind. Train is a gross, and training the mind is a shuttle. But training mind by a teacher is a gross to subtle. Here we coming subtle to subtle. Even more, from the gross to gross to subtle. Now subtle to subtle that is our subject. So come from external to the internal and internal to the eternal. So start from this pranayama. What is the prana? The energy. You must know how to breathe. If you can do simply that, sit straight, cultivate a habit of crossing the legs, which we have gone. We are talking about other subjects also. The first thing, a proper circulation of blood to the cerebrum and cerebellum is an essential. A proper oxygenation is an essential. Now we sit in our houses are all windows closed, door closed. Baap re baap, thandi ketli lage. Or thandi ketli lage. Open your windows, open your doors. In case if you need, you take a 2 quilt, 2 shawl, but don't keep them close. Having a fresh air to breathe. That's your energy, that's your strength, that's your power. That's your vitality, whims, vigor, vigilance, diligence, light, power, wisdom, strength, courage, beauty. Nothing will be lacking in you. Having a fresh air to breathe. Very essential. Just start. As soon as breathe in as slow as possible. When you breathe in, blot on your tummy. When you breathe out, bring your tummy down. Again breathing and breathe out. I don't know. You had a charm or not. You love to go to some big place, so-called a Vishala and some Gordhan Thal. I don't know many names in Ahmedabad. Maybe some English name must be there. You love to go and eat over there. This Raji Bhai I took with me. He's a big man. A very big man. He's a big man flying in the sky. He used to have so many meals also, cloth mill, bagicha mill, etc. We went to Haridwar for one of our very near and dear Swami's 75th birthday. Birthday was, he was going and said, let's go to Harki Pairi. Chalo, nahenge. He said, I can't take bath like this. Are Ganga mein nao yaar, maja hai, aanand hai. Then I took him, come on, prasad mil raha hai. Where the poor people were giving two pudis, one piece of a chili, and one piece of a limbu which is put in a salt and haldi and all. क्या करना खाना ये कैसे खाऊंगा अरे खा तो सही मजा है I'm telling again मजा है what you go and enjoy in a market sometime you take your own utensils and then go to the forest somewhere all alone half a dozen people and cook there like this blowing that fire and cook some khichdi. You don't have any tawa, you don't have any palta and belan. You just make something like this on the stand and cook. I went to so-called a Kumbh Mela, Bhagavad Katha karne ke liye. I enjoyed. कहाँ खाएंगे स्वामी जी? ऐसे तुम जहाँ खाना खाओ, मैं तो लेके आता हूँ. In Kumbh Mela, so many poor people are sitting. Three bricks they put some fire and they make a laddu, a bati, a sikna andar. खाता है. माई मुझको देगी by seeing my face she cannot believe whether I really mean or making a joke. नहीं जल्दी खाना है. You can imagine एक कटोरा है थोड़ा रेत डाल दिया some dust से सफा करके महाराज बैठो. I also enjoy it. उनका दाल क्या है वो रंगीन पानी है वो मूंग का दाल मसूर का दाल पता नहीं है. So much of chili, so much of salt उसी में बाटी डाल के what a taste. Try to be natural. To excel in the action, try to be more natural, more spontaneous. If you are a more natural, more spontaneous, without any hypocrisy, you are great. पर्दा हट गया तो भेद खुल जाएगा ला मेरी तौबा. Don't keep in a curtain of so much of showpiece. Oh no, I can't. I look. It's all cheap. Half place, making so much of fuss. Don't be fuss. Just try to be very spontaneous, very natural, and you see the whole excellence are with you. But we can't do that. Our whole problem is that we want to make a show pieces. Jo nahi hai usko bolna. I was in a Northern Command. I'm talking in 84. So many years before when I was really looking young. Northern Command. Chief Brigadier Miss Thomas. Brigadier, she was a chief matron of all hospitals in the Northern Command. She expressed her desire that she wanted to see me in a total privacy. I have told my AD and my PRO, I have told, no, I don't see ladies in a privacy. If she wants to see me in privacy, put an umbrella in the garden, I will sit there. But she has expressed she wants to see all alone in your room only. I say, what is wrong with this crazy lady? Then General said, Swami ji, वो बड़ी बुढ़ी माँ है, आप मिलो ना क्या फर्क पड़ता है? Okay, then I told her. And she said, I will not take much time, 3 minutes maximum. बोला 3 मिनट तो ठीक है, चलो मिल देंगे, क्या होता है पता नहीं है, कोई माई को मैंने मिला नहीं ऐसा, चलो ये माई मिलती है तो. She came with a big bunch of flowers like this, and she asked me, Swami, your teeth are real? I told her, yes. Really? Yes. Can I touch? Yes. She moved. They are really real. I say, why you want to ask this? She took it out. Minds are unreal. But if you are having a danger, what's the problem? He said, since you have come, everyone said the Swami is so smart, so bright, so glittering. So far before your coming, people used to talk to me about that Miss Thomas is so smart, so bright. So I wanted to know, my teeth are artificial, yours are, then we are equal. But now really you are smart. Okay, don't tell anyone. Go, go, go. Look, we are having an artificial thing and we want to hide it. We want to hide it. And because of that you can't be an excel. No. You can't. Let it be very frank about it. If you want to excel in your action, keep yourself open, free, fresh, not hiding yourself. How it's possible? It will be possible when you are feeling a oneness with whom you are working. Luka-छिपी nahi chalega. Luka-छिपी can't work for the longer period. So the fundamental thing in this first chapter today, what we can share is number one, that you have to keep yourself with the fresh air, fresh thinking, fresh reasoning, and accepting all good things come from us. It is not that મેં કહ્યું તેમાં થવું જોઈએ. No, don't be adamant. No. Be wise. Don't be otherwise and overwise. Keep yourself open. And then accept anything comes from it. That so many books are there. So many programs are there. Listen them. Swadhyaya pravachanabhyam na pravanditavyam. Read good thing. Listen good thing. Discuss good things. Take an advice. And then you make up your mind. Excellence is not in one man's act, as I have told you. It has got a relation everywhere. These flowers are looking so beautiful, but they are having a hoard underneath. Hoard underneath, which is hoarding them. What is that hoarding? Is a root. Never give up your root. What is your root? You must know why I am acting, for whom I am acting.